What is up, guys? It's Brewster Tizzy back again with another video, and in this video I'll be showing you guys a look around the nation episode 2. And what we're gonna be doing here is basically just looking around at all the different recruitment stuff, all the stats so far in the season, and all the polls and top 25 teams and all that stuff like that. So yeah, let's get into it. So I first want to start out looking at the top 25 polls so far, and right here we have Ohio State ranked number 1. They're a perfect 5-0 so far in the season. Ranked at number 2 is Stanford. They are also undefeated, but they are 3-0. Oregon is in 3rd place right now, and they also have a perfect record. At number 4 here we have Alabama, who has a 3-1 record, so they lost somewhere down the line. Number 5 here we have Michigan. Number 6 we have Texas A&M. 7 we have LSU. 8 we have UCLA, and Boise State we have 9. Virginia Tech we have at 10. So for 11 through 19 here, Texas is 11. 12 is Northern Illinois. 13 is Georgia. Oklahoma is sitting at 14th. Florida, which took an L to Kentucky last week, is 15th after they were ranked number 5. And like I said in last week's episode, we had South Carolina. We saw them lose to UCF on the scoreboard update, so they fell all the way down to 16 after being ranked number 3. Kansas State is 17. Nebraska is 18. 19 is Oklahoma State. And for the bottom 25 here, we have NC State at 20. We have Louisville at 21, which was ranked 7th last week. They took a loss to FIU. And then Wisconsin we have at 22. TCU we have at 23. 24 is Baylor, and 25 is Michigan State. And here's how the Conference USA is looking so far, just in case anyone's wondering. Tulsa is a perfect 4-0 right now. UTEP is 3-1. We are 3-2, so we are in 3rd place in the division. At 4 is Rice. Tulane is 5. 6 is Louisiana Tech. 7th is North Texas, and 8th is UT of San Antonio. And here's how the Conference USA East is looking like. Mid-Tennessee State is at 2-1 right now, and they're ranked number 1. FIU is number 2. 3rd is Marshall. 4th is Florida Atlantic. 5th is UAB. 6th is ECU, and 7th is Southern Miss. Alrighty, so here's a look at the stats so far, and I'm just doing a quick overview of the general stats, but for passing leaders, you can see right there, and surprisingly, Cameron Hins is 4th up on that list after he torched us. But there you can see Johnny Morris is at 109 for passing yards, 594 passing yards on the year so far. It's not so great. For rushing yards, our very own Lavelle Evans is number 1 with 625 rushing yards. So for leading receivers, you can see here our leading wide receiver is Bernard Smith with 147 yards. So we definitely need to work on that end. If you look here, we have 3 top 5 tacklers, including 1 and 2. Rashawn Woods leads the whole entire college football in tackles with 35 solo tackles. Then behind him is Titus D'Angelo with 25. And 5th is McFadden with 22. Here is a look at the sack leaders, and our leading sacker is Murphy with 3 sacks so far, so he's ranked 50th in the country. Here's a look at the interception leaders, and Rashawn Woods is at 109 with 2 interceptions, which were both in one game. Alrighty, so these are the full stats so far in the season. If you guys really want to look quickly here, you can see these are Johnny Morris's passing stats. And here is all of our rushing stats so far in the season. You can see Johnny Morris has 315 rushing yards. That's crazy. But yeah, Lavelle Evans with a country leading 625 rushing yards, 7 touchdowns. And Johnny Morris has the same amount of rushing yards rushing touchdowns as Lavelle Evans, so that's kind of funny. Here you can just see our horrible receiving stats right here. Nothing super special. Bernard Smith leading our team in yards with 147 receiving yards and only 1 touchdown. Jovan Thurman, our backup running back, leads our team with touchdown receptions, so we definitely need to work on this, on the passing game. And here's a quick look at our own defensive stats here. You can see our team leader in tackles is Rashawn Woods, and our leading sack leader is Murphy with 3. Then a bunch of other people just have 1 sack. And here's our interception leaders for the team so far. We have Rashawn Woods with 2, which was in 1 game. And we also have Derek Skinner with 1 with that awesome one-handed pick 6. Really quickly here, just want to show you the Heisman leaders so far. We have Ohio State's QB, Charles Price, at the #1 Heisman voter. We also have the QB for Virginia Tech at #2. We have the QB for Wisconsin at #3, and a bunch of other QBs. Kind of surprised here that Lavelle Evans isn't somewhat in the Heisman discussion, since he is leading the league in rushing yards, but hey, who knows. Alrighty, so this is probably what you guys have been waiting for, the scouting right now and how it's looking. So this is my current scouting board, and I've sorted it by overall. Here, our best player is Travis Robertson. He's an athlete, and currently we have the lead on him by 620 points. So here's a look at his stats, and they're crazy if you look at them. He could be a potential QB with 79 throwing power and 80 throw accuracy, and he has 93 speed, so it might be insane to put him at QB. He also could be a corner with 93 speed, 85 zone coverage, 82 man coverage, and if we wanted to go like really crazy, we could put him at wide receiver. He has 74 catching, 74 spec catch, 76 catch in traffic, and 80 route running and 80 release, so we could potentially put him anywhere really. So yeah, I would probably put him at QB, considering he has 93 speed and he has decent throwing stats, so it would just be insane to have such a mobile QB and such a crazy threat running around. So yeah, that's how Travis Robertson looks like. Here is our second leading recruit. He is also another athlete, and we just barely have the lead over Boise State and Illinois. Here's a look at his stats, and he isn't here's a look at his stats here. He has 89 speed, he has 73 catching, 74 spec catch, 73 catch in traffic, 76 route running. He also has 75 trucking and 74 ball carrier vision, 75 breaking tackle, 74 looseness. So I mean, he doesn't have that great like all-around traits like Travis Robertson did, but I would probably put him at running back, considering he has good speed and good trucking. He has no throwing stats, no coverage stats where you could put him on defense really, so I would most likely put him at running back or wide receiver, since he doesn't have terrible receiving traits. But yeah, most likely would be a running back on our team. He's also 6'5" though, so we could definitely have some fun throwing it up to him if we put him at wide receiver. And you guys might laugh here, but on our third overall recruit, we have a punter here, 75 overall. And currently we do not have the lead. Oklahoma State does. And our fourth best recruit here is Mark Foster. He's a corner from Ohio. We currently have the lead on him almost by 500 points, so that is definitely a good sign. He's also a 4-star recruit, which is always good. Here's a look at his stats here. He has 90 speed, 86 man, and 87 zone, so he would definitely be a really good corner for us. So I'm really hoping we end up getting Mark Foster, because he would be a huge staple on our defense for next year. And here is an updated look on Marlon Keyes. I briefly covered him in our last Look Around the Nation video, and we have a huge lead on him right now, so it looks like we'll be getting him. And here we have defensive tackle Tom Sanders, and we have a huge lead on him, so it looks like we'll be getting him. Here's a look at his stats here: 67 speed, 74 power move, 70 finesse move, and 75 block shed, so he would be a nice addition to our defensive line. And here we have offensive tackle Pat Huff from our very own state, New Mexico. And we have a huge lead on him, so it looks like we'll be getting him. Here's another offensive lineman, Eric Taylor. He is a center from Douglas, Arizona, so another close by state. And here's a look at his stats, and it's not the greatest, but would definitely be an upgrade over what we have right now. 78 pass block, 73 run block, 77 impact block. Here we have tight end Jeff Mobley from Portland, Texas. We barely have a lead on him over Baylor right now, but he's 6'8", so he's a huge person. So it would be really interesting to see the jump balls he would get from our offense. But yeah, here's a look at his stats. He has 74 speed, 67 catching, 67 spectacular catch, 75 catch in traffic, 74 route running, and he also has 69 run block. We have a wide receiver here, Jamal Capps from Arizona. Currently have almost a 1,500 lead on him. Quick look at his stats right here. He is really fast, 90 speed, and for his catching stats, they're kind of okay. I mean, 71 catching and then 56 spec catch and 59 catch in traffic's terrible. So he's really just a speedster with good catching at least, but not really good like spec catch and catch in traffic. So I could see him as a kick returner, and then as he grows, he could be a really good deep threat for us. And so far, this is basically my best QB recruited right now, Udalane Barrett from Colorado. We have a pretty big lead over him. He's a 3-star recruit. And most importantly, his stats right here, and they're actually surprisingly pretty well. He's really good, well-rounded. 75 speed, 84 throw power, and 74 accuracy. So he has a little bit of speed, he has really good throw power, and he also has some accuracy. So here's another recruit that I briefly touched in our last video, Jalen Moss from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. And we have a big lead over the other colleges, so I'm pretty happy about that. And same here with Obadiah Mabainfu. We also went over him in our last video, and we also have a big lead on him, so I'm really happy about these two right here. Nearing the end here, but we also have another tight end, Brian Williams, and we have somewhat of a big lead over Texas right now on him. Quick look at his stats here. He's a really fast tight end with 81 speed. He has 77 catching, 67 spec catch, 74 catch in traffic. So he's a really good like speed and catching tight end here. And our last recruit here is Eric Clark. He's a 65 strong safety from Ohio, and we have a pretty good lead on him, but I haven't finished really scouting him yet, so his overall could be worse, or he could be a gem or something like that, but who knows at this point. Just putting some points into him right now. So yeah guys, that will wrap it up. Thank you guys so much if you watched this far, really appreciate it. And I'm wondering if you guys want to see like more update videos like this on what's going around the nation, or should I just include like little tidbits of the polls and rankings and stats like that in our own videos during each week, or if I should do like mini update videos like this. So you guys, if you want to, you can tell me in the comments, but yeah, I'll probably keep doing this format unless if I think of a better way. But anyways, yeah, once again, that will wrap it up. Thank you guys for watching again, and until next time, peace out.